Alright, got one more food plot to plant. This is all, so these deer, this soybeans right here, and these deer have been coming out of this little grown up field. My buddy Sam came in here and dissed all this up, dissed me a little spot up, so we're gonna go in here and plant it before we get some rain, check some cameras, try to get everything in order. We're gonna plant all this in Whitetail Institute Fusion, which is, it used to look like this right here. Stands up there. Most of these deer drops off down in this timber back here, off the back, and then over here is just a hardwood ridge. And a lot of these deer will come right up here and cut through to either go to the soybeans on this side or to come straight past me through this little pass right here to get to those soybeans out there that we just saw walking in. So let's get this thing planted, get out of here. Got pretty good weather. This track's all in here, so I'm gonna plant it real quick and get out of here. Used to do a bunch of springtime clover planting, but had some serious issues with weeds, so if I can, I try to plant them all in September here in North Carolina. So got that done. We're gonna check some cameras. These beans ought to be turning soon. They ought to be turning yellow, and when they do, I'm gonna get in this hardwood little acre and flat in here, because the trees are absolutely loaded this year. As soon as the soybeans start to turn yellow, I'm dipping out. I'm going to the hardwoods. So we'll see. I'm just trying to get my bearings. We got Big Green out. We got Big Green. We're fixing to take to the cutover. Oh, yeah, made it. This is my buddy Sam's. It's his farm, and he's got this whole farm truck. He lets me drive down here because it's a haul. But like I said, we came through here, I want to say the first week of September. Came down through here, and as you can see, it's all just real young pines, thick bedding area. And in North Carolina, man, I love farms like this. They're tough, but they hold a lot of deer. And if there's a creek or a runoff from a pond, I suggest looking at that, because there's buffers on there that they can't cut close to those for, where water flows through. And I've had a lot of good success sitting on those, especially late October, when these bucks get up and they can basically scent check a whole bedding area. And it's not real thick, nasty stuff for them to walk through, but it's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be perfect come October. Anytime I get permission to hunt a farm that's been cut like this and replanted, or just clear cut, not even replanted, but just that thick, nasty cutover stuff. If there's a creek or a watershed or a pond that drains, there will be a strip or a buffer, is what they call it, on that. And they're not real wide, and they may be a pain to get to, but those seems like those older deer really like to travel them. It's an easy way to walk, and they can, like I said, that late October, November, they can start scent checking for does through there real easy. So we're gonna creep on down here and see what we got. Man, I still hope he's around this year. Well, I have a feeling there's gonna be a bunch of deer on this camera. Check his food plot out. This thing turned out amazing. I'm freaking jacked. Some buzzards. It's never a good sign. It's gonna be lit. Golly, there's 3-inch clover in here already. Oh my goodness, dude, I'm so pumped. Let me see, you got a covert running. This is about the biggest area of the food plot. Let's see what we got. Thousand pictures on a food plot. Close it back down. There's the truck. Truck's way back there. So I got access here, and I honestly I could come through right behind my buddy's house and drop in on this side. That's been my biggest battle so far, kind of figuring out what I want to do and how I want to access it. So this camera pull should tell me a lot. Like, it should tell me if I'm getting deer coming this way, or if I'm getting the majority of my deer coming this way. I'll want to I'll set my stand up based off of that, what the deer movement is. But I got some great, that tree right there is probably tough for y'all to see right there. That would be perfect. All right, let's get out of here. I'm pumped. I can't believe this food plot turned out like this. It is absolutely perfect. This was an old food plot. It all looked like that right there, and we came in and dissed it. But if you'll notice those tall trees right there, like I was saying earlier, they run up to the back of a pond, and so I've had an idea of where this deer's bedding all along. It's gonna make it extremely tough to get so close to him, but I wanna have him covered on both ends. I wanna have him down here, and then up top, go all the way up there to the top near the road. There's a bean field, and he's been coming out in it. So my best guess is he's I don't know, 400 or 500 yards up that way, bedded in just the thickest, nastiest stuff where nobody messes with him. And I had a set right there. So we'll see. I think his food plot's gonna be good. Checking that camera is gonna let me know a lot. And let's see. I think that's gonna be about it. I'm gonna walk up here and check this camera at the bean field, and then I'm done. So look at that monster. He ought to be at least 2 this year. All right. One more thing while it's kind of on my mind. I don't do every farm this way, but with this farm having as much bedding as it does, what I like to do is I like to start from the outside and work my way in. If I'm getting the deer that I want to hunt, or I'm happy with that spot close to the edge of the property, then, you know, so be it. That's what I'll do. But if I'm getting nighttime pictures of 2 and 3 a.m., you know, and I feel like he's bedding on the farm that I can hunt, or he's coming through my farm in daylight, what I'll do is I'll start on the outside and work my way in. That way I don't blow everything out and potentially ruin something else by just running to the center of the farm. Now I understand if it's whatever, if it's 10, 15 acres or 5 acres, then you got to do what you got to do, and you know that's a given. But if you got a couple 100 acres or 100 acres or something, that's usually what I'll do. And it depends on the time of the year. Everybody knows that, but especially like July, August, September, I'll just slowly work my way in. I'm not a very aggressive until I need to be. I try to be really patient, because here in North Carolina, if you bump him, you may not ever see him again. I mean, it'd be a miracle if you you bumped a deer, blew that spot up, and you actually got the deer you were after. So I try to be extremely patient here more than other places, and that's just off of being aggressive in the past at the wrong times. So, well, I get up here, my camera's out of batteries, but it had 735 pictures. This is all right, be tough to see. Way back there in the back is where that food plot was. This little buffer is that pond is actually right there, and it runs all the way down this way and then back down like that. But that's what I was saying. I think that deer Manson, I think he's in that thick stuff up there, because I'll get pictures of him over here, I'll get pictures of him right here, and I'll get pictures of him in the back. So that would lead me to believe that he's somewhere in that center area where those tall trees are right there. These beans are absolutely hammered though. Just demolished, and a lot of deer. Look at here. That's fresh. Somewhat. A lot of these deer come right across this road right here. Look at that trail. That's my thought process on kind of what I do on this farm anyways. I don't know it as good as I'd like to, and I haven't hunted it as much as I should have. So, oh yeah, you know what time it is. That's kind of where I'm at with it. We got some time to put in over here, and we got some nice deer. There's there's about 4 shooters over here, in my opinion, that I would be absolutely tickled to kill. All right, I'm tired. I'm still trying to get readjusted from Missouri, but shoot, we were staying up late, drove home. It was like about 16 hours yesterday, so got home, went to work this morning, just got off a little bit ago, and needed to check some cameras to see what my next move was here in North Carolina. But until I look at those cameras or hunt, I don't really know. I don't know if they're eating acorns yet. I mean, the beans are still green right here. That's not the case everywhere. I'd imagine once these beans, like I said, they turn yellow, I'm going to acorns, because the trees are absolutely loaded this year from what I've seen. But also, while I'm thinking about it real quick, I was going to show you this picture of some of those deer on the farm. That's Manson in the front. I reckon those are his band members in the back. I don't know. I had to come up with some names for them. I'm terrible at naming deer. I know one thing y'all like me to see. Put my seatbelt on. Comment us, like I said, messages, and definitely hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost a penny, and we'd love you for it. All right, people. Till next time.